Sharp, and Desiree Williams. Is there anyone that I missed present tonight? Please stand when I call your name. Lizzie Hare, Abby King, Ariel Little, Carson Sharp, and Desiree Williams. Is there anyone that I missed? I think Kiana Manning was also going to come, but I don't see her. Okay, thank you, ladies. Is she here? Okay, Kiana, I didn't see you come in. Stand up. Kiana Manning. These ladies performed for all Big Ten football games. They also, many of them danced with the dance team, and they performed at all the home basketball games. They worked very hard at summer practice, and I was very proud of these girls, and I wish those that are trying out the best of luck for next year. Please give these young ladies a round of applause. And as far as I know, I only have 2 dance team members present tonight. I believe that would be Kiana Manning and Carson Sharp. Will you please stand? The dance team performs for all football games and all home basketball games. They practice a lot for a long time. These girls put in a lot of effort, and I'm very proud of them. Please give them another round of applause. Thank you very much.
If I can have your attention, please. I will now introduce the sophomores of the 2010 Magnolia Panther football team. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until I have recognized everyone. Curtis Brownlee, defensive back, 1-year squadman. Zach Ellis, linebacker, 1-year letterman. Freddie LeMay, wide receiver, 1-year letterman. Tyrone Parham, defensive back, 1-year squadman. Russell Pearson, linebacker, 1-year letterman. Jaleel Reed, defensive end, 1-year squadman. Lorenzo Rose, defensive back, 1-year squadman. Trey Sanders, defensive end, 1-year letterman. Tavares Strickland, wide receiver, 1-year squadman. And Justin Wesson, offensive line, 1-year letterman. These are the sophomore members of the Magnolia Panther football team. Let's give them a hand.
This time I'd like to introduce the junior members of the 2010 Panther football team. Guys, if y'all please stand when I call your name, remain standing. Colton Barnhart, linebacker, 2-year letterman, second team all-conference. Alvin Benson, wide receiver, 1-year letterman, second team all-conference. Justin Clark, wide receiver, 1-year letterman. R.J. Curtis, safety, 2-year letterman. Brody Doss, offensive lineman, 1-year letterman. Matthew Finney, defensive lineman, 1-year letterman. Demetrius Ford, linebacker, 2-year letterman, second team all-conference. James Gaines, defensive end, 2-year letterman, all-conference, all-state. James Hayes, offensive lineman, 2-year letterman. D. Roderick Henderson, defensive back, 2-year letterman. Tyler Hunter, defensive lineman, 2-year squadron. Cody Key, wide receiver, 2-year squadron. Dylan Lawrence, linebacker, 1-year letterman. Jelani Marshall, wide receiver, 2-year squadron. Mason McCreary, offensive lineman, 1-year letterman. Mario Moore, offensive lineman, 2-year letterman. Devontae Pascal, defensive back, 2-year squadron. Brandon Runyon, defensive back, 1-year letterman. Tavius Sharp, running back, 1-year letterman. Josh Meltzer, defensive lineman, 2-year squadron. Also Austin Story, offensive lineman, 2-year squadman. Justice Williams, defensive back, 2-year squadman. Juanarius Wilson, running back, 1-year squadman. These are the junior members of the Magnolia Panther football team.
I'm going to introduce the senior members of the 2010 Magnolia Panther football team. Guys, when I call your name, you can come up and receive your certificate. Coach Wilford will help me out. For a little bit, let me talk about them for just a second. This group of seniors went 5-6 this year. They played one of the toughest schedules we've played in our history. They bounced back from a tough start for a third-place finish in our conference. In their 3 years as Panthers, this group of seniors won 20 games, finished ranked in the top 10 in 5A twice, won a playoff game. They're excellent in the classroom, very good off campus. They volunteered their time for Relay for Life, Special Olympics, and in several classrooms in our district. They played with a lot of heart, and I'm proud of their accomplishments and their contributions to our program. Guys, as I call your name, come up front and receive your certificate. Remain up front, please, until I've recognized everybody. Please hold your applause. Josh Baldwin, offensive lineman, 2-year letterman, second team all-conference. Josh is one of our emotional leaders, famous for his pregame pep talks. Terrence Blakemore. Terrence is defensive back and 1-year letterman. Terrence is the guy that improved each year. Very tough football player. Michael Bogan, running back, 2-year letterman, second team all-conference. Michael found a spot at fullback this year and played very well. He's also a very good deep snapper. Rolando Brown, wide receiver, 2-year letterman. Rondo's a smart football player. He had to learn every wide receiver spot for us. Did a great job. Roderick Henderson, defensive end, 1-year letterman, second team all-conference. We probably had to pick the most improved football player on our team this year. Roderick was it. He did a great job. Andrew Cutler. Where is AD? AD is a defensive lineman, and I can talk to you about what kind of football player he is, but this young man right here beat cancer. That's about all you need to know about him. Markel Johnson. Markel's a defensive lineman, 3-year letterman, was all conference this season. Had his best season for us this year in 2010. Tanner Johnson, wide receiver, 2nd-year letterman, second team all-conference. Tanner caught everything we threw at him and made some circus catches also. Corrigan Rebels, offensive lineman, 3-year letterman, second team all-conference, had a great year for us. Corrigan's a very solid offensive lineman. I promise you, most of these guys can run faster than they can walk. Craig Sharp, 1-year letterman. This was Craig's first year with us, really developed into a good football player. Cameron Roach. This is another guy that really came on for us this year. Had an outstanding year on the offensive line. He's a 2-year letterman, and Cameron was all conference this year. Landon Simpson. Landon's a wide receiver, 3-year letterman, all conference and all state. I'm going to start trying to list the things he does. Wide receiver, quarterback, punter, kicker, safety. I don't think in my career here coaching I've ever had a player do as much for us on Friday nights as Landon did, and did it well. Adrian Thomas. Adrian's defensive end, 3-year letterman, second team all-conference. I really felt for Adrian this year. Adrian got off the season started with a broken foot, and took him a while to get over that and recover. Came back and had a great year. This is a guy that if he had played a full season, would probably been all everything, but I
Tell you what, he still had a great year for us. He ended up second team all-conference, played defensive end and tight end for us. Zach Wilbur. Zach's a linebacker, 2-year letterman, second team all-conference. Zach's another guy that wore a lot of hats for us, played linebacker, played tight end, deep snap if you need him to. Just played wherever we needed him, Zach would play. These are our 2010 seniors. Let's give them a hand. All right, guys, have a seat. I'm now going to introduce our outstanding offensive defensive players. Our outstanding defensive player had over 80 tackles this season. He led our teams in sacks with 6, as well as having a block kick. He scored a touchdown on a strip in a huge play against Hot Springs Lakeside. The thing I like about this guy the best is he's coming back this year. Outstanding defensive player is James Gaines. Our outstanding offensive player led our team in receptions. He also played about every position on the field. He played wide receiver, quarterback, running back, punter, kicker, defensive back. I'm especially proud of the toughness this guy showed. He played our playoff game with a knee injury. And I tell you, this guy's pretty special to me. He had a scholarship offer for baseball on the table from the University of Arkansas. A lot of guys would have stepped out and played it safe and not played football. This guy came out and joined his teammates and played, and I think he showed he's worthwhile the other night. I'm real proud of him. He had an incredible knack for making huge plays on 4th down. He led our team in interceptions. He had some huge kicks and punts. Our outstanding offensive player is Landon Simpson.
This girls team will runner-up to Monticello meet, and the reason I mention this is because this is the first ever trophy the girls has won. The girls track team has won. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names are called. Hold your applause, please. Sophomore Jessica Ratcliffe. Juniors, Cassia Robertson, Raquel Rivera, Lucretia Weston. These are the young ladies that won the meet and that were runner-up at Monticello. This year's most, you may have a seat, please. Thank you. This year's most valuable runner award goes to a young lady that continued to improve. She ran her best time at the state meet. This award goes to Jessica Rapp. And now the boys cross country. Boys cross country team did an outstanding job this year. They won 2 meets, one at Monticello, one at Hamburg. They were top 10 in 3 meets. They placed second at the conference meet and 6th at the state. Philip Fields is a lone senior here. He's the only senior. Will you come to the front, please? And while Philip is coming, I will
give the rest of the cross-country team. Freshman Lucas Young. Sophomore Skylar Henderson. Colton McMahon. Kennedy Pickett. You guys stand? Good. Juniors, Tyler Sprayberry. These guys are all running 19s and 20s, lower 19s and lower 20s. So they should be in very, very good contention next year. Our senior Philip, thank you guys. Our senior Philip Fields excelled in what he does best, and that is run. He holds the school record, which is 17:24:47. Was first in 2 meets, second in 2 meets, top 10 in 4 meets, made all conference and all state. He is signed with SAU cross country this fall. Philip Fields is our outstanding, most valuable runner in cross country this year.
Now I would like to talk a little bit about our golf season this year. We kind of went through a rebuilding this year in golf. We had a lot of sophomores that played for us. Well, they came every day to practice, worked really hard, and really improved from the start of the year to the end of the year. They were a great bunch of guys to be around. I had a lot of fun with them in practice each day. And I'm really looking forward to all these guys coming back next year. And when I call your name, sophomores, Justin Hollingsworth, 1-year letterman. Barrett Sanders, 1-year letterman. Bryce Sajevitz, 2-year letterman. Junior, Alex Watson, 2-year letterman. These are our golfers. Just please give them a nice hand. We had one senior, Russell Gregory. Russell, will you come to the front, please? Russell was a 2-year letterman. He was our outstanding golfer last year. Very hard worker. He's a great teammate for our younger players, and we will sorely miss you, Russell. Now, our outstanding golfer is a 2-year letterman, led the team in stroke average with 95.5, extremely hard worker, very coachable, and always wants to get better. Our outstanding male golfer for this year is Bryce Sajevitz.
This year in volleyball, we had a really good season. I appreciate how hard the girls worked. They came out every day in the summer during 2 days, and we worked hard to get a little bit better. We finished 3rd in our conference. We ended up going to state and played a really good game against Batesville in the state tournament. We were 7-4 on the season. Will the volleyball team stand as a call your name? Sophomore Shelby Atkinson, manager. Aaliyah Critton, outside hitter, 1-year squadman. Heather Cooper, middle blocker, 1-year letterman. Emily Daniel, setter, 1-year squadman. Lizzie Hare, defensive specialist, 1-year squadman. Ariel Little, defensive specialist, 1-year squadman. Samantha Neal, middle blocker, 1-year squadman. Keely Wise, defensive specialist, 1-year squadman. Those are your sophomores. Juniors, I have Sarah Gibson, defensive specialist. Katie Hikes, manager. Abby Lassiter, setter, 1-year letterman. Shamika Roan, outside hitter, 1-year letterman. Those are your juniors. And the seniors, make your way to the front. Come on. This year we had 5 seniors. Unfortunately, one of them couldn't make it tonight. First of all, we have Danielle Carrington. She's an outside hitter, 3-year letterman, all conference, all state, all-star nominee. Brianna Griffith, right side hitter, 1-year letterman. Keaton Pickett, middle blocker, 2-year letterman, all conference. And Morgan Smith, libero, 1-year letterman, all conference honorable mention, and all state tournament team. Those are your seniors. And now for the awards. For the offensive award this year, this young lady is a 3-year letterman. She's a senior. She was an all-conference player. She was an all-state player. She was an all-star nominee. She also led the team in kills and was our go-to player when we needed to put the ball away. Danielle Carrington. Now for the defensive award, this young lady is a 1-year letterman. She's a senior. She was an all-conference honorable mention. She played libero for us, and she led the team in passing percentage and was always willing to do whatever it takes to get the ball up on defense. Morgan Smith.
All right, this year for the tennis team, I was very proud to have such positive attitudes, positive athletes. Glad to have such supporting parents that also worked hard and was very supportive to our team. Thank them for all their hard work. Overall, the boys and girls got 3rd place in the district tournament, and this year I had the largest team that I've ever had, and 20 of those kids will be coming back next year, so I'm very excited for our 2011 season. Now, for 2010, girl athletes, tennis players, stand up as I call your name. MC Succomelli, she's a junior, 2-year letterman, number 2 singles and 2 doubles. Joella Bales, junior, she's a 1st-year letterman, 4 singles, 1 double. Carson Sharp, sophomore, 1st-year letterman, 6 singles and 3 doubles. Lyric Landgren, sophomore, JV singles and doubles. Joanna Baker, freshman, 1st-year letterman, 3 singles and 1 double. These are your 2010-11 girl tennis players. Boys, if you'll stand up as I call your name, please hold your applause. Remy Reed, he's a junior, 2nd-year letterman, 3 singles, 2 doubles. Adam Giannone, sophomore, 1st-year letterman, singles and doubles. Alden Deloach, he's a junior, JV singles and doubles. Dylan Wood, junior, JV singles and doubles. And Kenley Pickett, sophomore, JV singles and doubles. These are your 2010 boys tennis team. Thank you. All right, I've got 5 seniors to announce. If you'll make your way up here as I call your name. We got only 1 girl, Coco Leaks. She's a 4-year letterman. She played 1 singles and 2 doubles. Devin Davis, he's a 1st-year letterman, played 1 doubles, 2 singles, playing doubles for the first time this year. He went 11 wins and only 2 losses. He also spent a few weeks at number 1. Pretty good for a 1st-year player. Hayden Nichols, he also played 3 doubles and 6 singles. He is a 1st-year letterman. He also played, he was a 1st-year player. Hayden had a good run of wins in the last week of tennis to break in the top 6. He didn't have a lot of time to prepare for doubles, but his athleticism and his determination carried him through. And Leo Castro, he's a 2nd-year letterman. He played 4 singles, 2 doubles. Leo had the quickest feet ever. He could get anywhere fast.
get any ball. These are your 2010 senior tennis players. All right, for your female tennis player of the year, I gotta tell you. All right, Coco had a great tennis season this year. Number one, she did not lose one match all year within our players. She was one on the ladder. Her serve was nasty with the spin that no other schools could handle. Unfortunately, an injury at the end of the year left her without a chance to compete at the district tournament. However, because of the winning record, she had a chance to be seeded. I felt under these circumstances she deserves this award. She is a good athlete, student, and person. Coco, you are our female tennis player of the year. This athlete finished number one for the year in both singles and doubles. Not only did he work hard on the court, he spent many hours on his own outside of our practices making himself better. He was never satisfied. He had a great run with his doubles partner, Devin, with getting the 2 seed and barely missing the state tournament. He, too, is a good person, student, and athlete. Josh Cassidy, would you come and receive your 2010
first for the Lady Panthers as a swim team. They set a goal at the beginning of the year to bring home what they called hardware. For the first time in Magnolia swimming for Lady Panthers, they brought home a trophy, placing 3rd in district, and they were just a few points shy of 2nd place. As I call your name, please stand. Maggie Roberts, first-year swimmer, first-year letterman, top 5-point earner for the team in state meet individual and relays. Kaylee Sweet, first-year swimmer. These are our 9th graders. Emily Daniel, second-year swimmer, second-year letterman, top .5 earner, and state meet relays. Samantha Neal, second-year swimmer, second-year letterman, top 5-point earner, state meet individuals and relays. Sydney Sneed, second-year swimmer, second-year letterman, top 5-point earner, and state meet individual and relays. So these are your sophomores. Maggie McWeeny, third-year swimmer, second-year letterman. These are juniors. Now, if my seniors would make their way to the front. I've coached these girls, 2 of them for the girls, 2 of them for more than 10 years. They've been a vital part of this swim team. Ashley Dingman is a 4-year letterman, a 4-year swimmer. She was on the state relay. She's a distance swimmer in freestyle and also a backstroker. Ashley, here's your Hannah Roark is a 4-year swimmer, 4-year letterman, state meet relays. She's a freestyle sprinter. Abby Van, 4th-year swimmer, 4-year letterman, top 5-point earner, state meet relays. She is a flyer, breaststroker, and freestyle. These are your seniors. This year held another first for the girls swim team. We had a tie for the most outstanding female swimmer. These 2 ladies arrived to practice each day with a drive in their competition, and it also showed in their meets without fail. As I call your name, both of you please come up here. Maggie Roberts and Samantha Neal. Maggie Roberts is a freshman who took 5 points over 100 butterfly during the season, finishing with a time of 1:25.12, placing her in the top 10 in district. In her 200 medley at state, she took 11 seconds off during the year, also securing her in the top 10 at district and qualifying to swim at the state meet. She secured her place on the A relays throughout the season, and she was the fly leg of the girls medley relay that placed 6th in state overall. Samantha Neal is the second-year winner of the Most Outstanding Swimmer. She has progressed in her favorite stroke, which is breaststroke, finishing at district in the top 5 and in the state in the top 15. She's taken 3 seconds off her time. She finished at the state with the fastest time of 1:24.93. She was consistently on the A relays. She held the breaststroke leg of the medley relay every meet that we swam at. She also was on the relay team that placed 6th in state. And she is one of the 4 fastest girls that we have on the team, always qualifying for the 200 free relay. Samantha Neal. The Panthers have continued a tradition of being small but mighty. The boys once again placed in the top 5 at every meet we swam at. They took 2nd at district, again at state, and each of my Panthers placed better than half of the swimmers at that meet, and the majority of the team placed in the top 10 in every one of their individual events. The boys really focused on the relays the majority of this year, and at district they placed in the top 5 out of the 11 teams there for all 3 relays. On the boys' 200 free relay, each individual swimmer had a 50-free best time of less than 25 seconds. As I call your name, please stand. Jessie Dye, first-year swimmer. Grant Pyle, first-year swimmer, first-year letterman, top 5 point earner in state meet relays. Lucas Young, first-year swimmer, first-year letterman. He's the freshman. Logan Thompson, second-year swimmer, second-year letterman, top 5 point earner. Second-year swimmer, second-year letterman, top 5 point earner, state meet relays. Colt Thompson, third-year swimmer, third-year letterman, top 5 point earner, state meet individual and relays. And Jalen Turner, second-year swimmer. These are my 11 birds. Two seniors will make their way to the front. These 2 guys have been with me for the last 4 years, 3 and 4 years. They are outstanding leaders for the team. They always took the time to work with the underclassmen and gave their best at every meet and at every practice that we were at. Clay Cardis is a 4-year swimmer, 4-year letterman. He was in the top 5 point earners, and he was on the state meet relays, and his best stroke was breaststroke. Brian Falcoff is a 3rd-year swimmer, 3rd-year letterman, state meet relays, and he was a backstroker and a flyer. Most outstanding male swimmer set a personal goal this year and definitely achieved it. As a 9th grader, he was a proficient breaststroker, freestyle, and flyer, but his backstroke lacked rhythm and form. He set a goal this year to swim backstroke at state, and he did just that. Making his state time in the fall for the 100 backstroke, making his state time, then he finished at state with a time of 1:01:20, taking 8 seconds off during the season. He swam 2 individual events at the state meet, the 100 backstroke and the 200 IM. He was the anchor of the 200 freestyle relay for every meet. His individual 50 free time is 24:26, and he is always the last one out of the water at practice. Most outstanding male swimmer is Colt Thompson.
volleyball. For our sophomores, please stand. Brittany Chapel, one-year squadman. Patricia Hamilton, one-year letterman. Arnessa Hildreth, one-year squadman. Mariah Walker, one-year squadman. Amen. All right, with our juniors, Rachel Howell, two-year squadman. Kimber Williamson, one-year squadman. Michaela Jackson, manager, and Erica Franklin, manager. Amen.
First off, I'd like to thank a few people. I'd like to thank our booster club and our cheerleaders who did an outstanding job of taking care of the concession stand for us. That is a tremendous help to Coach Long and I. I'd like to thank Coach Starnes for making sure we have everybody ready to go every night. Coach Long and Coach Ford both for being very cooperative and sharing the arena and that cold ice box, the old gym. Appreciate our parents, our administration. And now, I'd like to talk a little bit about our senior class. I told these girls when they were in 7th grade that if they could stick together, they had a chance to do some special things. And by evidence of them sticking together, we have accomplished tremendous things. 3-time state tournament runs, semi-final trip in 2010. They compiled a record of 51-24 over a 3-year span. At one point, had a 14-game home winning streak. I mentioned it when we got beat the very next home game. And we produced 2 3-time All-State selections. That's never been done in women's basketball. We were blessed to have 2 tremendous basketball players, 2 one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime basketball players. But at the same time, we were fortunate enough to have 500 or 600 kids in that senior group that were pretty good basketball players in their own right. And with the combination of what we had and good mix, we had a tremendous success. At this time, I'd like to introduce our seniors. Come forward, please. Danielle Carrington, Kenesha Ebram, 2-year letterman. Shabria Johnson, manager, and she's not only a manager, I mean, she's going to miss her. She took care of everything for us. Kokisha Leaks, a young lady who had preseason knee surgery, and I joked and told her she'd be back on the state final. She looked at me and told me back way before then she was actually back in mid-April. 3-year letterman. Ashley Spalletta, 3-year letterman, 3-time all-conference, 3-time all-state, 2-time all-state tournament team, member of the Arkansas Democrat second team, member of the Golden Triangle team. She was a nominee for McDonald's All-American High School women's basketball team, and Ashley will attend and play basketball at University of Texas San Antonio in San Antonio. Sharika Weaver, without question, the best move-in that I've ever had. I'm very lucky to have Sharika move in. She's a 2-year letterman, all-conference in 2011. Aishla Watson, the 3-year letterman, 3-time all-conference, 3-time all-state, also a member of the Golden Triangle team. Aishla will be attending Carl Albert State College in Poto, Oklahoma, where she'll continue her college career. And Shanice Young, 1-year letterman. Shanice had a knack for hitting big shots. And I told her, I think when she was a sophomore, that she would be patient. She would hit a big shot for us. And I think we all know she hit some really big shot for us, especially in the state tournament, to put the dagger in Monticello's heart. And she's one that's always got her gun loaded, so you better watch out. Start that rock. Give these ladies a big hand. This time I'd like to give out our offensive defensive awards. We'll start with our offensive award. This award goes to a young lady who is without a doubt the best offensive basketball player I've ever coached. Can't say that about the defense, but offensively she was tremendous. She averaged about 16 points a game, and we needed big shots. She always stepped up and made them. She won the basketball late in basketball games, averaged about 6 rebounds, 3 or 4 assists, and a couple steals. Like I said, she'll be continuing her career at University of Texas San Antonio. Ashley Spalletta. defensive end, and she made everything click for us. And it started with her on the defensive end. No one had a heart as big as this young lady, and nobody had a desire to win as much as she did. She averaged about 11 points a game. She had a 3 or 4 to 1 ratio as assist to turnover, and she averaged about 6 steals a game. There's no better than Aisha Watson.
Somebody passed the offering plate this way. I want to introduce you our 2010 and 2011 senior boys basketball team, sophomores and juniors. Will you please stand, sophomores? Rodriguez Young, Rodriguez Don, 1-year letterman. Freddie LeMay, 1-year squadman. Aquarius Rome, 1-year squadman. Trey Sanders, 1-year squadman. Will you give them a hand, please? Then we have our juniors, Alan Benson, 1-year letterman. Destry Crockett, 2-year squadman. Demetrius Ford, 1-year letterman. DeRoger Henderson, 2-year squadman. Michael Morris, 2-year squadman. DeWy Wilson, 1-year squadman. Caviante Young, 1-year letterman. And Shabrodic Young, 1-year letterman. These are your juniors.
All right, I'd like to begin by saying a little bit about our year this year. We had a lot of new faces. Graduated eight seniors last year, so we had a lot of people we had to replace. We had a lot of new faces trying to learn how to play together. And wasn't the year we were wanting, but the kids worked hard and did everything Coach Ford and I asked them to do it, and that's what we asked for every day. So, I'm proud of them for that. I want to call out our 4 seniors. Darrell Ford, if you guys would come on forward when I call your name, Darrell Ford. First year he's played this year, he was the first-year letterman, all conference. Did a great job taking care of the basketball and getting to where we need to be. Did a great job on the defensive end as well. Probably our best all-around basketball player, I thought, at times throughout the year. Tyrese Relaford. Tyrese struggled a little bit this year. He broke his foot right before the season started, and that kind of put him behind. To start with, it's kind of hard to play basketball. You'd be pounding on a hardwood floor with a broken foot, but he fought through it, persevered, and did a good job for us. Adrian Thomas, he's our senior that has been with us 3 years. He's the only of 3. He's the only one that's been with us 3 years. Adrian played hard, worked hard in practice, did everything Coach Ford and I asked him to do, and it's good to have seniors like Adrian. Our last one, Jalen Tullis, first-year letterman. He led us in scoring. Jalen, like Tyrese, played hurt quite a bit of the year, tried to play through it, finally got to the point where he couldn't play through it anymore, so he had to go to the doctor and get his leg taken care of. And so when he got back, it took us a little while to get back in sync, but Jalen ended up having a really good year as well as the other guys. Thank you, guys. All right, at this time, I want to announce the Defensive Player of the Year. Coach Ford and I discussed this, and we talked about it, and it was a tough decision because every kid we had on the floor played hard. I mean, they gave us everything that they could, and that's what we ask, and we demand that kind of effort. But we thought this young man did the best job overall. He was aggressive, stayed in foul trouble at times because he was a little too aggressive. First year he's played with us on the senior high level, but we're looking forward to having him back next year. Caviante Young, otherwise known as Ray. player, again, this was a tough decision that we had. We had several people step up in several different occasions and kind of help us pull the ball game out here and there. But Coach Gordon and I talked about it, and we discussed it, and we thought our most consistent offensive player throughout the year, other than when he was hurt, he tried to play hurt a lot of the time, and then, you know, he got on the roll, and then he got hurt, and then when he come back, it took him a couple of games to kind of get back into the flow of things, and for our kids to get him back into the flow of things. But Jalen Tullis ended up averaging right at 13 points a game and really did a great job for us.
I'd like to announce the 2011 Magnolia Lady Panther softball team. Please stand when I call your name and remain standing. Sophomores, Shelby Atkinson, first base, first-year letterman. Ariel Little, outfield, second-year squadman. Heather McWilliams, manager. Mirage Walker, infield, second-year squadman. Those are the sophomores. Juniors, Joella Bales, pitcher, shortstop, 3-year letterman, all conference, all state tournament team, junior classic. Sarah Goodson, outfield, 2-year squadman. Katie Heights, it says utility, and that's not kidding. 2-year letterman, all conference. Abby Lassiter, infield, 1-year squadman. Chelsea Melton, right field, 2-year letterman. And Lexi Smith, shortstop, second base, 2-year letterman, all conference, and junior classic. Those are your juniors.
This year in softball, we had a really good season. The girls came out and worked hard, and we accomplished a couple of our goals. We ended up third in conference. We ended up beating Hope in conference, and we're the only team to beat Hope in conference this year, and they're actually still in the finals. So I thought that was a pretty good pick for us. We played a tough game at the end of the year at the state tournament. We lost by 1 run in the 10th inning. It was a really good game, and we fought hard. We finished the season with an overall record in conference of 9-5. I had 3 seniors this year. If you guys would make your way to the front. These girls were great leaders, and they're also great people, and I really enjoyed having them as seniors on the softball team this year. They were part of only 2 teams in Magnolia softball history to beat Hope and make it to the semifinals. So they're great girls and great players. First of all, I have Brianna Griffith. She's first baseman, 2-year letterman. She was all conference and all state and an all-star nominee. Next we have Keaton Pickett. She's third baseman. She's 4-year letterman. She fought her way back from an ACL injury in volleyball in just 4 months, so I thought that was a great feat for her. And Morgan Smith, center fielder. She was a 4-year letterman. She was all-conference honorable mention and all-star nominee, and she made a lot of tough catches for us this year in center field. Thanks for listening. For the defensive award, this young lady is a 2-year letterman. She's a senior. She was all-conference, all-state, and all-star nominee. She ended up at the beginning of the year having to play 3 different positions for us because we had some girls hurt. She ended up playing second, third, and ended the year at first. She had the best fielding percentage on the team, Brianna Griffith. Now for the offensive award. This young lady is a 3-year letterman. She's a junior. She's an all-conference player, all-state player, all-state tournament team. She led the team with the overall batting average and on-base percentage. She could always be counted on to get a hit in a pressure situation. Joy LaBelle.
You guys, younger baseball guys, you're looking around for Coach Beeson. He's not going to introduce you. I'm going to get to. Coach Beeson's dad was in a car wreck, and I thought it was pretty bad. I had to cut him out of the car, but he apparently has just maybe a few broke bones and may have to have a little surgery, but he's going to be okay, guys. I know y'all know. That's the good news. The bad news is he's got the list of players in his pocket, so I don't know the sophomores and is it over there? Okay, great. We were going this flow with it. Okay, freshmen. We got some freshman baseball players here. Austin Roar. Austin, hold your applause. Austin is a catcher, third baseman. Lane Strickland. Lane Strickland is a pitcher infielder. That is our freshman. Have a seat, guys. Sophomores. Colton McMahon. Colton is an all-conference infielder for us. He's going to play in the Extra Innings Classic at Jonesboro. Zach Ellis. Zach Ellis is an infielder, pitcher. Kobe Williamson. Kobe's a catcher, first baseman. And Coach Lindsay says this name so good. We just call him Zebo. So Zebo, stand up. Everybody knows Bryce. Bryce is an infielder for us. That is your sophomores. The juniors, Alex Watson. Alex is a pitcher, infielder. Justin Clark. Justin Clark was our starting left fielder for us this year. Had a great year. Did one of our defensive specialists. That is your juniors. Missed one. And I'm going to get Coach Beeson for this. Kenley Pickett. Kenley's an outfielder. Guys, you know, you usually start the baseball season out in real cold weather in January, and you kind of warm up as you get to the end. But I'm going to tell you what, we like to froze our tails off at Rogers, Arkansas. It was freezing up there. The guys, you know, we prepared for the cold. The players did, but I tell you what, the parents didn't. Boy, they balled out every storm. They're trying to find warm clothes. But it was really a great experience, and we got a little business that we need to finish, but we're excited. You know, you always start your season by setting your team goals. And then the things start to happen that make you, that keep you from reaching those goals. And it's how you handle those things that tell where you are. One of the things that you find out real quick is how mentally and physically tough you are. And the way you develop toughness, there's a lot of different ways. This year we had a little different mindset when we started. We took the guys to Magnolia Rehab, the health and rehab place. And you talking about going in there, and, you know, Zach Wilbur, I'm going to use him an example. You know, he's a very tough guy. You know, he thinks he's tough. But you know what? Zach and a group of guys went into an Alzheimer's unit, and the door was locked behind them, and they were in there for an hour. Now, you think that looking at a 90-mile-an-hour fastball is tough. Landon Simpson. Landon is for selection. Landon was 6-0 pitching this year. Had a huge home run in the first round game against Monticello. He's hitting over 500 in the state tournament, and we're hoping he can keep that stuff rolling. He had a huge win over Greenbrier in the third round. He's pitched in 7 games this year, and he's actually struck out 31 batters in those 7 games. So I think he bounced back, and we've been saying, you know, he is back. I guarantee you, he's back. Zach Wilbur. Zach Wilbur, catcher, all-conference selection. Huge home run versus Monticello in the first round. The left fielder helped him a little bit, but did a great job running the show from behind the plate this year. Did a great job for us. That is your senior baseball player. first. This person led the team in home runs. He had a slugging percentage, led the team in slugging percentage, and he also had a batting average of .488. His on-base percentage was first on the team. He was hit by pitches this year 14 times, 5 in one game. Led the team in RBIs. He's only struck out 5 times all year. He's an all-conference. He's an all-state selection and can possibly play in the All-Star game. Zach Wilbur. Our most valuable defensive player had a fielding percentage of over .900. He's an all-conference selection, an all-state selection. He had 5 home runs, batting average of .460, led the team in extra base hits. He had 40 hits on the year. He made several huge plays in the state tournament, and tough and can play hurt. Devin Davis. Thank you.
Girls track. This team continued to make big steps toward bigger and better years. This was a trying year, but still managed to have state and media champ qualifiers. This is a good group of young ladies. They must stay together, work much harder for the big success to come. Will the seniors please come to the front while they are coming, I will name the other classes. Freshman, Maggie Robbins. Because of the junior high meet and the senior high meet on the same day, Maggie was fortunate enough to win both junior and senior high pole ball. She is a state qualified. Madison Pogo, pole ball, state qualified. Takia Crockett, shot and discus. Jocelyn Sterling, discus. These are our freshmen. Sophomores, Heather Cooper, sprinter, 400 dash, 4x400 relay, 4x100 relay, state qualified. Taylor Gillespie, high jump, long jump, triple jump, 100 hurdles, 4x100 relay, state qualified. Samantha Neal, middle distance, 800, 4x800. Desiree Williams, sprinter, 4x100 relay, state qualified. Jessica Rashford, distance, middle distance. Vanessa Hildreth, shot. These are our sophomores. Juniors. Shanavia Cole, sprinter, 4x100 relay, 4x400 relay, state qualified. Chariot Hildreth, middle distance, 4x400 relay, state qualified. Shamika Rowe, hurdler, 100, 300. Hard worker, showed big improvement this year. Cassia Robinson, middle distance, 4x400 relay, state qualified. Thank you. Our seniors are Shakira Snell, sprinter, 100, 200, 400 dash, alternate 4x1 relay. Sharika Weaver, high jump, 4x400 relay, state qualified. Sharika tried to fool me on the quarter. She thought she tried to tell me she couldn't run a quarter. She was our first leg, 4x400, she did an outstanding job. Madison Evans, high jump. Okay. Coach Keisha Lee. Shot, disc, state qualified. Thank you. The most valuable field event lady for the 3rd year in a row. She is 5A conference champ, 5A state champ, meet Meet the champ qualifiers, ranks 4th in the state overall. Coach Keisha Leaks for the 3rd year in a row, she is the most valuable field player. Most valuable runner. Most valuable runner. It's a high jumper, triple jumper, 100 hurdles, conference champ, triple jump 100 hurdles, state champ, meet of champ qualifier, ranks 3rd in the 100 hurdles in the state, 4th in the high jump, 4th in the triple jump, 7th in the high jump. Our most valuable runner is Taylor Gillespie. Taylor has a day, if the weather is 90 degrees, I think she won those hurdles. It was awful cold up at meet of champs that day. That's the reason I got a cold right now. But she did an outstanding job, a very good job this year. She will make a good hand for somebody else.
This time I'd like to announce the 2011 boys Panther track team underclassmen. Starting with our freshmen, John Brazier, pole vaulter, Dalton Harris, shot put, Jaquarius Parker, discus. All 3 of these freshmen were state qualifiers, so they did a great job for us. Sophomores are Devontae Davis, sophomore, 1-year letterman, all-conference, 4x1 relay, and state qualifier. Marcus Davis, distance. Greg Edwards, 1-year letterman, 4x800 relay, and state qualifier. Luke Frederick, discus. Adam Ginaloni, distance. Skylar Henderson, pole vault. Freddie LeMay, 1-year letterman, all-conference, further, state qualifier. Corey Martin, 1-year letterman, all-conference, 4x100 relay, state qualifier. Tyrone Harm, sprints. Jaleel Reed, 1-year letterman, discus, state qualifier. Marquarius Rome, 1-year letterman, jumps. Lorenzo Rose, pole vault. Barrett Sanders, discus. Taylor Sprayberry, distance. Tavares Strickland, sprints. And Logan Thompson, hurdles. These are your sophomores. Our juniors included Graylin Clayton, triple and long jump. Kevin Critton, 1-year letterman, hurdles. James Hayes, throws. DeRoderick Henderson, 2-year letterman, all conference, triple jump, meet of champs qualifier, 4th best in the state overall in triple jump. Dylan Lawrence, junior, 2-year letterman, all conference, pole vault, state qualifier. Zach Miller, 1-year letterman, distance. Mario Moore, shot put. Dexter Crockett, 1-year letterman in sprints and relays. Brandon Runyon, 2-year letterman, all conference, 4x100 relay, and state qualifier. Tyler Sprayberry, 1-year letterman, distance, state qualifier. Austin Story, throws. Taylor Williams, 1-year letterman, distance. Dylan Wood, 2-year letterman, all conference, 4x100 relay, state qualifier. Broderick Young, 2-year letterman, all conference in the high jump, state qualifier. Brody Doss, 1-year letterman in the throws. And Demetrius Ford, 2-year letterman in throws. He's a state qualifier. He was a meet of champs qualifier and a 5th best overall shot put. These are the underclassmen of your 2011 Panther track team.
Okay, can I have my seniors work their way up? While they're headed this way, let me just say this, that this group of seniors have been a part of 2 state championships and a state runner-up, as well as 3 straight years of being a conference champion in one of the toughest conferences in the state by far. They know what it takes to be the best, and this group of seniors will be truly missed. We have a motto in our track and field program. That motto is, a lot of track teams like to talk the talk, like to advertise, we just worry about ring size. Okay, seniors, when I call your name, if you'll just step forward. Terrence Blakemore, 2-year letterman, sprints, relays. You didn't hear that gun go off, did you? Philip Fields, 3-year letterman, all conference, 1,600-meter run, and a consistently high point honoree at every track meet. Adrian Huntley, shot put, is pleasant to have him with us this year and to be a part of our track program. Markel Johnson, 3-year letterman, all conference, shot put, 4th best thrower overall in the state of Arkansas. Tanner Johnson, 3-year letterman, pole vault. We'll miss Tanner. He was fun to watch, did a good job for us. Cameron Roach, 1-year letterman, shot put, and discus. Adrian Thomas, 3-year letterman, all conference, all state in the discus. Very, very consistent every week. Also very fun to watch. And when he threw it, you better make sure you were at least 200 foot clear. Jalen Tullis, triple and long jump participant, came out for the first time this year and really worked hard, and we're proud of his accomplishments. Jared Wire, pole vault, 1-year letterman. Jeremy, I've got a certificate. Did I get them all? Okay. This is a class that I'll definitely miss. Very, very proud of their efforts. This is your 2010-2011 State Senior Championship team. Guys, you get okay, for your outstanding field event, this award belongs to an athlete who was undefeated in every meet. Not only that, but outthrew his opponents by an average of 20 feet or more. He was amazing to watch, and you knew at any time he could launch a state record. Opponents knew if he was around, they were only throwing for second place. Our outstanding field event athlete for 2011 is discus thrower Adrian Thomas. Here's your award and also your Meet of Champs award, and also I want to give you a state track meet t-shirt. Appreciate it. Okay, for your outstanding runner this year was the leader on the track. He led by example by doing showing practice what he could do to the younger kids, how it was done, and what it took to be successful. I know this young man didn't have trouble getting rest after his meets because of his rigorous meet day activity. He would give you everything he has and did not like finishing less than first. He is a true competitor who would battle you until the last step to the finish line. This award goes to distance runner and SAU signee, Philip Fields. gave Adrian a triple X. This is a medium. I hope it will do. At this time, I would like Coach Vernon Meeks to come up here to the front. Coach Meeks is retiring this year. I've tried to talk him out of it about 3 or 4 times. I just hadn't convinced him yet. Coach Meeks coached cross country, junior girls basketball, and senior girls track. And he may be the best PE teacher I've ever seen. Coach Meeks, I'd like to give you this plaque in appreciation for all the many years of your loyal and dedicated service to the Magnolia schools. We're going to miss you so much. Miss Mary, if he changes his mind, you let me know, okay?
Coach Meeks may be retired, but the road from Prescott will be a little safer in the morning. Before we announce the male and female athlete of the year, I would like to announce that Magnolia has won the All Sports Award again this year for the 5th year in a row. Out of the 38-year history of the award, we have now won it 23 times. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches.
Now tonight we've recognized 57 senior athletes. Of that 57, 20 of them have played more than one sport. These seniors were part of 10 conference championships, 1 state runner-up, and 2 state titles during their careers. 2 of these seniors have earned special recognition tonight. They are the male and female athletes of the year. To earn this special award, the student athlete must participate in at least 2 sports. The coaches select these special athletes by secret ballot. These athletes will receive plaques to honor their achievements. In addition, their names will be engraved in 2 large plaques that will be put on display in our trophy case in the arena. Coach Day's going to help me out with this. I want to be out there to present them.
Our female athlete of the year. In tennis, she is a 4-year letterman. She is our outstanding female tennis player. In basketball, a 3-year letterman and was all conference her junior year. In track, she's a 4-year letterman, all conference and all state, a 2-time meet of champ participant, and was selected our track outstanding field event winner this year. Our female athlete of the year is Kokisha Lee. Our male athlete of the year. In football, he was a 3-year letterman, 2-year all-conference, and signed a scholarship with Wichita Baptist University. He is a 1-year letterman in basketball. In track, he's a 4-year letterman, all-conference, all-state. He was undefeated in discus this year. He was a meet of champ winner in the discus this year and was part of 2 state championships and 1 runner-up. Male athlete of the year, Adrian Thomas. want to thank you for your attendance tonight. Listen carefully. Athletes that won plaques, if you'll please stay after. I think they're going to meet in the back corner back there for pictures. Thank you for your attendance and have a great night.